And welcome everyone, thank you very much for joining me today on my latest Tuesday podcast. If you're new around here, I release daily podcasts every Tuesday, which I'm going to start doing anyway, so that'll be coming out every Tuesday at 7 PM UK time anyway. But I want to get every single one of you involved at really taking the time out, because I really do appreciate it. It means the absolute world that people are listening, but I want you to engage. You set the debates on every Tuesday. If there's anything in the football world, Liverpool related, or there's anything really, obviously, that we can talk about the West Ham debate, what's happening on and off the pitch in terms of, because I love football and you love football as well. So it's really, I'm really passionate, like every single one of you listening now. You can all drive the debate, but today there's a little bit of news. Obviously, the Alisson, Becker, Butland Loris Karius comeback could save Liverpool an absolute fortune in the summer. That is what is wrote in the Liverpool Echo by James Pearce tonight. I will leave the full extent of this, obviously, quality piece from James in the description, so you can read it in the full extent anyway. But I've got the best of this story on this podcast, so stay tuned and we'll quickly talk about, I'll give my own opinions anyway, but about the old Spitgate of Jamie Carragher. Everyone's been talking about in the news, but really, it's the both of them are in the wrong, and we'll talk about that at the back end anyway. There's a loss of absolute madness from Jamie Carragher. We've all been there. We've lost our heads wherever we are. We have been in life. Everyone's not an angel, but as we've seen in the Sky interview and all that, he's very much remorseful, and he very much regrets what he's done. Rightly so, because it was out of order, out of character from Jamie Carragher. But everyone in life has done stuff in the past that they do regret, and it's about how people, and most importantly Jamie, can move on, because that's the best for him, because he's a fantastic pundit. No rivalry aside anyway, because Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville, one of the top duos in British television. There's no doubt about that. I'd rather listen to Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville than obviously Michael Owen, Mr. Obvious and all that, but we'll talk about that later on in the show anyway, my thoughts. But I want to get your thoughts on that whole situation anyway. But really, let's go on to the piece in which I mentioned before with James Pearce. It's telling, obviously, as I said, could Loris Karius, from his title on his article, could Loris Karius save Liverpool a whole chunk of money going into the summer? I'll quickly get the quotes up from James Pearce in this article. Now, he goes on to say in the article, it's telling that Liverpool have made contact with the representatives of Alisson to inform them not to expect a bid for the Roma keeper. The Reds have been watching the Brazilian international closely and rate him highly, but the asking price of around 80 million, yes, whew, that's a lot of money, that, especially for a goalie. 80 million, more than double for the world record fee for the keeper, has put them off, apparently. The former Karius has also contributed to Liverpool cooling their interest and reassessing their transfer plans. Klopp's preference was always for Karius to prove he's the long-term option between the posts, and as it stands at the moment, he's in the box seat to continue in that role. Obviously, Liverpool, it goes on to say, just slightly, Liverpool have been linked with the £40 million swoop for Stoke City goalkeeper Jack Butland, but the Echo understands they have no intentions of pursuing a deal for the England international. What do you all think? Really bring that in, because when I was reading this fantastic piece anyway, 80 million for a goalkeeper, like, that is the common market in which today's football, especially Premier League, within clubs, especially Roma and any other foreign clubs out there, no Premier League, every single Premier League team has money to spend. But Alisson Becker, he's a very much highly sought after goalkeeper in the world game. There's no doubt in his quality. I think he'd possibly even get to Real Madrid's team, getting most top teams anyway, in the form in which he has shown at Roma for them challenging for the Serie A title this season. But for me, Loris Karius' form has been absolutely superb the last couple of weeks, and for £4.7 million, in which Liverpool did bring Loris in, obviously when the summer, when Klopp brought him in, he's proven to be a very shrewd deal, and I'd love nothing more than Karius to propel Liverpool to be title challengers, but Karius' form is not going to change overnight. It's going to take at least a good year, a year and a half to see actually where Loris Karius stands at Liverpool Football Club. But the last couple of weeks and last couple of months, his form has been improving, and that is the direction in which we all want the German to go in. But I want to get you involved. What do you feel on Loris Karius? Liverpool, and a lot when I've been speaking to every single one of you on the channel, on the comment section, everyone, really thank you for leaving your comments. Like, it's evident that when I speak to yous, and Liverpool fans have been speaking on social media and Twitter and everything, Liverpool fans in general do feel we do need to bring in a goalkeeper of that calibre, of obviously Alisson, Becker, obviously a David De Gea, that type of standard of quality goalkeeper for us to challenge. But where I stand on this is I'm willing to give Loris Karius his confidence and the trust in him. That's for me personally. I'd give him the trust, give him another season in the Premier League for next season, and then maybe go in the market the season after. But there's no need to go into the market, as James Pearce said. He could save Liverpool £80 million, which Liverpool have been quoted by the Italian club. I'd absolutely love that, because the lad's contribution in the last couple of weeks have been absolutely superb, and if his form continues in the vein in which he's been shown over the last couple of weeks, I tell you what a goalkeeper we could have. We could have possibly Germany's number 2 goalkeeper, or even potentially, if he even goes above and beyond Manuel Neuer's capabilities of being a goalkeeper, which is a very high ask anyway. But there's no doubt in that, because if he puts the hard work in, if he continues the form in which he's been shown for Liverpool the last couple of weeks, the clouds is limit. There's no limit to his where he can reach if he continues the effort in which he showed. Because I really do have loved just I think it was like, who was the save again? It was Newcastle, when he just throws his hand up and you're like, what a save, what a time in the game. Newcastle had one shot in that game, and that's what Liverpool have been lacking over the last couple of seasons. Yet some keepers in the past, I'm not going to name call anyone, but when you're probably shouting Meunier, like, or anyone who have Liverpool goalkeepers in the past, last 5 to 10 years. Obviously Pepe ain't the exception. Regardless of taking Pepe out of the equation, there's frankly not been a very solid goalkeeper at Liverpool Football Club that has really helped us challenge, and that's frightening. But we are kind of if buts and maybes. Is Karius good enough? Is he? It's if buts and maybes. We haven't got a crystal ball. We're not going to know in time. In time, we will know. Give it another year, we'll see where Loris Karius stands. But for me, I'm ready to give Loris Karius the confidence. I'd rather see that £80 million invested in other areas of Liverpool Football Club, i.e. a left back, another centre back, a holding midfielder. Emre Can looks like he's going anyway. So there's other areas that are more pressing in Liverpool's positioning on the transfer market for me. But yeah, fantastic read. Everyone, get involved in your thoughts. I really, quality read. I really did love that piece by James Pearce anyway, but it's in the description, so check that out. And quickly to go on to, obviously, the Jamie Carragher debacle, what's been happening anyway. We all know, we've all seen it on Sky, it's plastered absolutely everywhere, isn't it? Jamie Carragher, I don't know the fella, but he's a local lad. He has done a lot for Liverpool as a community. He's a very much down to earth fella. He set up loads of charities. I'm not making excuses. I'm saying just what type of character Jamie is, and you only have to watch and look at that interview he did for Sky. Obviously, he did have to do it because Sky, the bosses, would have actually probably told him, said, right, you've got to go on national television and apologise, because there's no doubt in his remorse. We've all lost our heads, and he does, and he's got kids of his own, and he, like a lot of yous listening and everyone, if anyone spat at your child, he'd be absolutely fuming, and you can see from the response, if someone done that to my kids or whatever, I would have literally got out the car and give him what for. But like, it's a heat of the moments situation. Jamie's big enough, he stepped out of line, he has, but it's frankly, the fella driving with his recording on a motorway, that's mad. That fella should be made an example of as well. He should come out and be banned from driving, because whether or not that's Jamie Carragher or anyone in relation to, it doesn't have to be a footballer or anyone, and that causes a severe crash on the motorway, whether or not that could potentially kill someone because of reckless, crazy driving. We've had Bobby Firmino drink drive. Footballers do drink drive. It's an absolute disgrace. If you're going into a car, and your main purpose should be driving that car. It shouldn't be the purpose, oh, I'm gonna get a video and start like make it viral on the internet. No, you get behind the steering wheel and you drive to your destination. That's the only thing you should be doing in that instance. Yeah, if someone else in the passenger seat is recording, that sounds whether or not, whatever situation, but not the driver of the moving vehicle, is absolutely ridiculous. And hopefully he gets a ban, and he should come on to Sky and apologise himself as well, because both of them were in the absolute wrong. Obviously Carragher Spitting, totally disgrace, and obviously a disgrace as well from that fella driving, recording, and even you could hear from his child was stuck in between two big kids at that moment. The adult was the child in that situation. The little girl was saying stop it even before Jamie Carragher brought down his windscreen or whatever. And yeah, it's ridiculous. I've two absolute heat of the moment idiots, but I'm casting aside ridiculous anyway. But Jamie, he's very much, he should not be sacked from Sky Sports. For me personally, he should not be sacked from Sky Sports, because there's lots of football players on that football pitch that have done mistakes. And you listening, every single one of us have made mistakes and will make mistakes in the future. But what's most important is we're humans at the end of the day. We're individuals. The best part of it is we learn from our mistakes, and to make sure they do not reoccur in our life. And that's what we need Jamie Carragher not to do, to repeat his mistakes, which I hopefully won't, but the future will tell us whatever happens with that. But frankly, the two of the most popular brands for Sky, they've suspended Jamie Carragher, but obviously it would be, you've got BT are breathing down the necks of Sky Sports News. If BT win the big ball players in television rights and all that at the minute, I'll tell you what, Jamie Carragher wouldn't. If BT went around in terms of the sport and content in which they're creating, I'll tell you what, Jamie Carragher would have been sacked within like an hour of that. But you see, Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville sell Sky Sports as a brand, and I doubt they would sack one of their key brand money makers regardless anyway. But thank you everyone. I really want to know what you all think anyway, but hopefully you've all enjoyed this, everyone. Tried to keep it short, obviously. I think we're on 13 minutes 30 or whatever. But yeah, thank you very much everyone. I really do appreciate it. Appreciate it. You're absolute legends. Get involved. I'll speak to you in the comment section below. It's absolutely been a mad week anyway. Obviously Liverpool United, but we've got Watford coming up very soon, and I'll be doing my usual anyway, so I'll do a podcast as well. So you get involved, submit your show topical debates and all that, and use all vote in the comment section below. If there's any debates that you want to talk about, smash that like button on that comment and make that the top debate anyway. But thank you very much everyone, really did appreciate all the support, and thank you. Have a quality night, whatever you're doing. Enjoy your football. Enjoy whatever you're doing in the week, and I will see you very soon. Love yous and leave you Reds, and fellow football fans as well. Have a quality weekend, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go ahead. You'll never walk alone, everyone, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Ta-da.